Hello, my name is Aiden Poole, and welcome to another episode of Lukewarm Takes.
My name is Mark Lanigan. We're coming at you today with a topic we're especially passionate about, that being the Grinch, and the 5 Grinch films that we'll be going over today, especially thematic, Aiden.
Yes, very much so.
Now, this is, of course, thematic because we're in the month of December, though that doesn't restrain us to a single holiday, as the Grinch spans many, and his message is really a societal phenomenon.
He can really speak to everyone.
He can. So to start us off, we'll actually start with a movie that didn't speak to a single person, and that'll be the 5th of our list, Jim Carrey's live-action Grinch movie. Now, Aiden, I don't know about you, but I believe that movie is an affront to all we call civil.
It is an abomination.
I could go on for several hours talking about this one, but to keep it very short, the Jim Carrey movie was put together with very, very little empathy in mind. Jim Carrey spent several days in his Grinch outfit, and I don't know if he slept in it or not, but I really hope not, because if he did, I don't think it'd look a whole lot worse than it did. I think Jim Carrey, great actor, terrible Grinch.
Terrible.
There were several messages from that movie that I don't especially agree with, and I do encourage you to look up some more fan response to that movie. It got very low ratings on Rotten Tomatoes.
True.
The fifth of our list, the Jim Carrey Grinch movie, absolutely horrendous.
Yes. Now if we're going to take it up to number 4 on our list would be the remake of the Grinch, the 2018 version. This is fresh, it just came out, but we already have some pretty hot takes about it. I feel like this movie effectively destroyed the character of the Grinch. From the onset, he was too kind, too passive. He wasn't the real primal, mean being he's supposed to be. He was too kind of accepting of other people in the beginning of the movie, and that kind of made his transformation at the end much less powerful, I would say. And also they introduced the Moose character, which was completely, it caught me off guard. I didn't know what to think. I thought that was unnecessary, and they're just ruining the classic story of the Grinch that we all hold very dear to our hearts.
Now, I will say, in addition, one of the reasons that we rank this above the Jim Carrey one, which there are many, there's not a whole lot that redeems number 5, is the several songs made by Tyler, the Creator, that came out as a result of this movie.
That is true.
The director and the producer, I don't know what they had in mind, but they had the general populace in mind when they were coming up with these.
That's very
They had everyone's best interest in mind when they said, Tyler, the Creator, please make a song called I Am the Grinch, which I would encourage you to all look up.
Yeah, that was probably the highlight of the 2018 remake.
Yes.
That's an instant classic song. Goes on all your Christmas playlists.
Now, we don't have this included, but the music video for Tyler, the Creator's I Am the Grinch, I'd probably put it...
It's worth a watch.
Yes, I'd probably put it right below number 1. Though that won't be on our list.
Would you like to take us to number 3?
Number 3,
a much
yes.
less known special.
I'd say this one's probably one of the Grinch fan only. I'm, of course, a Grinchology expert, so I've studied this movie for several years, wrote my doctoral dissertation on it. And that would be The Grinch is the Cat in the Hat. Now, in this movie, it's put together well. There's a plot line that starts with the Cat in the Hat being a terrible driver, and the Grinch has to make amends with the Cat in the Hat for his terrible parking job in the beginning of the movie. But the thing that makes this number 3 is more so that the Grinch is just too powerful. Mm-hmm. He's a godlike being in this movie. He has a machine that lets him affect sight, sound, taste, everything that you can really think of, and really make the life of the Cat in the Hat living torment, which I think isn't exactly what Dr. Seuss intended with the Grinch character.
I would have to agree with that. Although all in all, it was enjoyable. It was very well written. The characters were moving. They really spoke with me in that one.
Yes, that's true. Now, Mr. Grinch that we have right here, I'd like to ask you, what's your second favorite holiday? Right after the 25th of December. Do you know what it is?
Well, it's a little known fact. The Grinch's second favorite holiday is actually Halloween.
It is.
That takes us to number 2 on our list, the Halloween special for the Grinch, called, what's it called again?
It's called Halloween is Grinch Night.
Of course. Halloween is Grinch Night is a special that takes us through the events of Halloween happening during, like at Whoville. You follow the Grinch as he makes a trek down his mountain to Whoville, planning to unleash monsters to terrorize all the denizens who live there. This one is especially captivating. I was frightened because it's revealed the Grinch has some unnatural superpowers. He has the ability to grow extremely large.
I was surprised at how large he could grow.
He can also get really small, and he has the ability to make his unibrow fly off and attack other people, which is pretty crazy.
So now, I would say, to compare it to the third movie, they're powerful still, but not godlike.
No, not quite.
Which I think is acceptable for the Grinch.
Yes. And the Halloween special also introduced some new characters to the Grinch universe, who are actually some of my favorite characters in the universe, like Jacariah and Euchariah.
Yep.
They were very well written. They were relatable to me personally.
Yep.
Euchariah's entire journey and his quest to save Whoville from the Grinch, that was the most brave thing I've ever seen on television.
And I really like Euchariah not only being the hero of our story, also really had a couple of really funny lines. At one point, he had to go to the bathroom, so he said, "Father, I have to go use the euphemism," which we both got a good kick out of that. So I will say Euchariah, like you said, very relatable, heroic, and the entire movie, because you are so close to the character of Euchariah, so suspenseful. The entire time, you know, the Grinch is up to no good, as he always is. But what's going to happen to that poor family in Whoville who has to, they will not go out that night. They will not go out on Grinch night
no.
for $5.50. For $6.60, they will not go out. And so those are references, of course, from the beginning song, in which they make bets on how much, how likely it is they'll go out on Grinch night.
And it is not very likely at all.
It is not likely whatsoever. I wouldn't go out on Grinch night, would you?
Oh, neither would I, no.
No. In fact, we are currently sitting in Newswatch. They have Grinch Watch in Whoville.
Yes.
Which is
a program.
It's a program
in Whoville that is the entire goal is to warn the denizens of Whoville whenever the Grinch may be approaching. It is masterminded by a who sits up in his tower, and he has a little intercom, and he can call in down to Whoville and let everyone know so they can lock their doors.
Yeah, he's looking for this buddy right here, the Grinch, which brings us to number 1, the original Grinch, which of course is the best movie. We all know it. We all love it.
We all grew up watching it.
Yep.
It is our favorite because it is, it portrays the Grinch it portrays the Grinch in a light that is truly accurate to his character as it was meant to be in the original novel. He is, this mean old man, very, very rude, very.
He's a mean one, Mr. Grinch.
He is a mean
really
one, Mr. Grinch. And this movie does the best job of getting that point across to the audience, which makes his transformation at the end so powerful and heartwarming, and really fills everyone up with the charitable spirit of the holidays.
It's true. Now, while I speak, please hold my Grinch.
Oh, of course.
I think the movie put together exactly as Dr. Seuss intended. I think the social commentary it had on our very materialistic nature in regard to the holidays, spot on, perfect, executed efficiently. It wasn't excessively long like the Jim Carrey one was. I didn't want to sit through anywhere past the first minute of that one. And really, it does. It captures the spirit of the holidays. It captures the spirit of giving And it captures the spirit of the Grinch
It does.
very well, very well.
The Grinch is a timeless classic because it is always relatable to all of us. And I think that concludes our ranking.
I think so. I hope you enjoy it. And I hope you go to watch the top 4 movies that we've laid out for you. The Grinch is really one of the best things that we as humans have put together.
Correct.
It is a character that all of us can say, it's who I don't want to be in the beginning. That's a character I want to be at the end.
Mm-hmm.
His heart grows 3 sizes, and I hope your view
that's
of the
right.
Grinch has grown 3 sizes since the beginning of this Lukewarm Takes episode.
We hope you enjoyed this ranking, and we'll see you next time.